7:05 or 2018. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Most wonderful time of the week. Deedly deedly dee. Hold on. Howdy. Got to be the first viewer here. Got to be first.
First and last.
Let's still mute it.
You getting your shot?
Yeah, I'm going. Hold on. Just want to not forget stuff here.
Is Brandon gone? Nope.
No. Where the hell's he go? He just started.
I don't know. Oh, it went black, apparently.
Live, my shit went black.
All right. This might be a fucking bust from the looks of it.
I know what's happening. It'll be another SNS show.
Oh, geez.
Is it like
his computer dead, or is this a screen black? Oh, you already asked him.
not totally sure. Restart.
All right, go get your shot. We'll see.
All right, entertain our viewer, which is coincidental.
Will you entertain you?
Entertain me while I'm gone.
Will do. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're live. I don't care. I'm not talking. You can't make me. Just should start recording right now. Just record myself, make it the podcast for 16, end it before Smoothie gets back. Half tempted to do that right now. Oh shit, he's already back. The Suicide Squad t-shirt.
Yep. Whoa, shit.
So you bought a mixer to do this?
Yeah.
So what do you do when you plug in your mixer? Just have it. How do you have it record the Hangouts?
I split
the output and the input or some shit.
Yeah. The computer
record the output.
Yeah, it's connected to the like a little external sound card, little USB sound card thing. So the computer audio goes out to the mixer. So I switch. I'm on the left channel, and you're
on the right. Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
So, but that, I mean, that's how you just capture everything from here. But other than that, it seemed to go pretty good for you.
What kind of mixer was it?
Behringer, however you say it, BE8, Behringer.
Okay, I'm looking that up in case I ever want to do anything like that.
Yeah, I think eventually I'm going to get a bigger
Ah,
one.
fuck that! I'm not spending that much money. No, there's a I guess there's a $40 one. How much you spent on it?
I spent 90 because I got the whole kit.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
But you can just spend like that much to get like a. I mean, I don't know how often you have somebody over to do a podcast with you.
Never.
In there, or maybe your girl, or when your kids get older, if you want to bring them into the madness. I want to get a multi mic one that'll support more mics.
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive either. If you once you already have the microphones and everything,
Yeah.
I think the 2 or 3 mic mixer is like only like $80.
Okay.
All right, so you got the. That's right, we're live. We are live. Waiting.
We certainly are.
I'm real quick while we're here, and I think of it. I'm going to remove last week's episode from. Do you want to do it again this week? Because
Sure.
it seemed to go pretty smoothly for you, other than forgetting to
Make it mono. Yeah.
follow my instructions. The one thing I said, the last thing you must do.
Yeah, you told me that last week after we were finished. I was trying to pee, and I was probably a few beers deep as well. So
I should
I
have.
forgot that part. I didn't use headphones to do it, so that didn't help.
Because, like I said, it sounded fine on my phone. But
Yeah.
it's phone speakers. Delete this.
No. I fixed it. It didn't update on Google Play, but I'm pretty sure it updated everywhere else.
No, that's fine if it didn't update there. It's no big deal. Okay.
Invite, please. Send that man an invite, and let's get this shit going.
Let's see here. Invite Howdy of Captain of Howdy's. The Captain of Howdy's. No, actually got to hit invite. That makes it work.
Well, don't let your computer die.
Okay.
You're back.
All right. It appears that it died, even though it is plugged in.
God damn you, Brandon. All right. Well, Indy's gone.
Hey. Might be a bust for
Fuck.
the captain. You know, if you would have just stuck to 9 o'clock,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't have had all these problems. It does.
Did it dead. I'm assuming his cord's fucked then. I don't know how he booted up his computer though.
Don't they just plug in with the lightning cable, just like every other Apple
I have
product?
no idea.
Unplug it. See if that.
Unplug it to see if it keeps it alive.
Yeah, that's what I said. try the reverse. Maybe it's shorten out, remove the battery, and reseat the battery, something like that. So here we are, 11:03.
Yep.
Are you back now for good?
Fucking A, I'm back. And now it's at 36% battery.
You let that thing die, I'm backing out. In spite of you.
It showed that it was plugged in, yet it died twice.
All right, well, here we are again, still live, still kicking it here in the Google Hangout, the Howdy Inc. dance floor, as I so like to call it.
Can we start the show so that I can crack my goddamn beer?
Yeah.
Do that. Let me get the Facebooky post here. Ellen.
Oh yeah. Did somebody tweet?
Oh. Nope.
I was going to.
You have it already saved, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I'll get in there. I'll get all up in those guts.
Got it.
Sure. Why not?
Cool. If I do it, my computer might die.
Yeah, I don't want you doing that.
Is my audio?
You don't have anything saved in the drafts, so.
Are you fucking serious?
God damn it, Brandon. Ah, shit. Why are we doing this?
Because we're 3 in a row. We're in. We're committed at this point, fellas. I don't know about our equipment.
It's saved on my end.
Oh. In the Unknown Podcast one?
It must just save it.
Oh, locally. Must be locally. Well, I got something cooking.
All right, well, the tweet that I saved said, hey, we are actually going on early, which...
Good thing you're not using that anyway.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. It's only 6 after. We can still consider early.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we're going with, because
sure.
it was this tweeted.
Oh, well, I'm tweeting another one. Fuck it. Let's overload the world with the Unknown Pod. All right. Smoothie.
Hold on,
you want me to bring it in?
Hold on. You can.
Deep breath.
What are you waiting for?
I'm retweeting.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Slow on the draw. All right. Let me. Since we're having lots of technical difficulty so far this evening, let's do a quick test real quick. So
1, 2, check.
Well, hold on. Let me hit record.
Oh man.
Yep.
That definitely looks like it's going good. I have a whole 30-second reel of Brandon coughing, so we're good on that.
Good. That's the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I'm not saving it. All right, here we go. And we are going to go for our 5-second pause right about now.
Hello. Once again, you are being joined by your lovely friends here at the Unknown Podcast, Howdy Inc.'s finest and mostly only podcast at the moment. Today it is episode 16, where we're talking about, I don't fucking know. I'm your host this week, Scott, joined by our brother, Mr. Smoothie Man.
How's it going?
And of course, Brandon is back, Captain Howdy himself.
What's happening?
And let's see if this works, because we've been fucking having problems all night.
Yep.
We have been, but we're on track right now, so knock on wood here that continues to run smoothly.
Hashtag stay smooth. Yes. I knew that was coming.
I am drinking a Psychopathy by Mad Tree Brewing. It's an IPA.
Holy crap, man.
I told you I was ready to crack my fucking beer.
So we're going out water. Okay.
Yeah,
going the beer and then the shot. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, yeah. I did fuck that part up. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
You were excited. It's okay.
I was excited. I just wanted my beer.
Fell asleep on us last week, so you're ready. You're eager to get going this week.
Yeah. A couple
Fair
beers
enough.
in already.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. Smithy, what are you drinking then?
I still got the Lion's Head Light going strong. Rawr.
Very nice. I've
Like
got
you
a
are.
Wells banana bread beer.
What?
Banana bread beer, man.
How is that?
I think it's delicious.
Interesting.
And nutritious. You got some bananas in there and stuff. Good
Yeah, I got
potassium.
potassium.
No cramps. No cramps in your muscles there.
No, I am not cramping tonight. No.
I would like to try that beer. Is that a local beer to you?
No, this is like English.
Okay.
I found it's in like a beer store or some shit. You'll probably
The only English stuff I like is Old English 800. Ask
Yeah.
for
I don't think that's actually from England, but
from Old English.
Yeah, the Old English. You have to speak ye Old English when you buy it.
Have to add the
And
E.
drink
and the
it.
Old.
Yes. All right, get your shots going, boys. Don't have any of this week.
Don't got a shot again either. Are you back with the Fireball this week, Brandon?
No, I don't have any.
What
Drinking your weird ass vodka
have-
again?
The weird ass vodka again.
normal vodka?
It's
Well,
actually pretty good though.
all good in the neighborhood.
Oh, yes.
I also brought the rest of the bottle with me, but there's not much left.
That's good.
I was thinking
Not
about
as
it.
good as I remembered it being.
You're thinking about bringing the whole bottle of Fireball down tonight?
There's not much left, but
Yeah, I don't want it to go that long, so.
no rants this week. I guarantee no rant. No rant.
Next week, full bottle of Fireball
Mixed with Fago.
mixed with Fago.
Yeah, I have to remember to get some Fago and Fireball.
What would be a good Fago to mix Fireball with?
I don't know.
Whatever their version of Dr. Pepper is a good mix.
A candy apple would be, but I don't know if that's only seasonal Fago, the candy apple flavors.
Yeah, we gotta do some research this week.
I mean,
Fago research, yes.
I'm very limited to the supply I can get. It's either grape,
Really?
root beer, or cream at the one store that carries it by me.
Oh damn!
I haven't even looked for it ever, so I don't know. I don't even know if I want to drink it, but I'll mix it with. I don't even know what I have to mix it with. I guess Black Velvet.
Rock and Ryan Hennessy is the one.
Oh shit! Go get me some Henny.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for next week's episode.
I am too.
So you guys want to talk Juggalo shit, or where we going? You can talk that Hell's Pit shit.
No, we'll save that off for next week. I'm just happy to say we finally have the release date locked up for Fearless Fred Fury.
Oh yeah,
Mighty fourth Joker's card of the second deck. And that it's going to be 2 good weeks. Two good weeks in Halloween. So on the 19th, we got Halloween coming out. Halloween H40.
Yeah.
Subtitled.
H40.
Then October 26th, we got Fearless Fred.
That's how stupid the fucking name is. You can't even say it.
Terrible name.
I can't wait. They're shooting the video. They said in their seminar today. They said they're shooting the video for the first track, or not first track, but the single
yeah.
for the album. So I don't know if that'll be out before or after the album.
Did they release the name of the song? Is it called fucking Fago and Friends or something like that?
Something like that. But we'll discuss all that next week on the Juggle episode. So.
All right, my buddy sent me a minute and a half video from the ICP seminar of them addressing the Twisted situation.
AKA they'll have no association.
That's all he said, but he said it over and over and over again.
And Dark Lotus is dead.
Yes,
not that matters. But
from what I got, I didn't watch the whole seminar.
Maybe they'll bring back supervillains instead.
Yeah, you show him, Sarah, the original supervillain.
Oh,
he was at the gathering.
Oh well. Maybe they will then.
No, but apparently, okay. One last little bit of note.
This is all next week.
Nope. This is breaking news. We can't leave it.
No,
next week.
This one bit. You guys brought
everything Juggalo related, but it could be like past and everything. This
it's going to be.
We got breaking news here from the gathering.
Juggalo week next week, but no,
we should have made it to where this week was 17. I wish it was this week.
I was trying because I said last week we should just do like a mini podcast in the middle of the week for episode 16.
Have done,
yeah, but it's better because we'll have I'll gather, and Aaron will probably help out with that research too, gather all the information and everything.
He's an encyclopedia for Juggalo knowledge.
Well, it didn't even seem like usually Fago Lovers is up on top of it, but like when I checked on Friday, I mean, regardless, it was only like 2 days into the gathering. They still had like an old post up. I not even like one update yet.
Can somebody put together like a bullet point thing of what all I need to know?
No,
and what I need to listen to, and
we don't need to listen to anything. I think it's going to be more like let's talk all things Juggalo that we at least know about.
It's going to be an all-encompassing thing. But
I don't think we really need to have a set schedule.
No,
I just meant like the bullet points from the gathering that we
well, you'll probably find that. I'm sure they'll have something on Failovers or Juggalo News if that's still a thing.
Juggalo News.
The6.com.
B6, bringing that back with MySpace. But before we get any further, I just want to give that one little part that I did catch the end of the seminar, and Violent J made it clear that they're not signing any new artists to Psychopathic, and they're focusing on ICP. Like they're not writing off the artists that they currently have, and this is kind of
they're creating another sub label yet again.
No.
So they could dump everything that's gonna fail there.
No, what they said they were going to do, and then if it comes to fruition like this, that be cool. I get what they were doing. Like they said they're giving like the skills to like Light and Ouija Mac to if they need to branch out and do their own thing to make their money.
No, Jay, I guess, literally said he's opening up a sub label, a psychopath, like another label connected to Psychopathic.
I didn't catch that at all. I just heard.
They've done that multiple times.
They've done it so many times. They've dumped all the things that are going to fail into that label and then never do anything with them. And usually they shut down. But
I didn't hear that part. I didn't catch that part from it because I watched when they made that big announcement. But it makes sense in a way. Like so, it's kind of like what like the Twisted situation was, and pretty much they went and did their own thing and they're making their own money, not having to get sliced off the top from the label. But it seems like that's what they're priming this to do, like because they mentioned ABK, how ABK is doing his things with Native World. He still reps the Hatchet, but it's Native World's what he's like focusing on, and his money
falling further into obscurity is what he's really focusing on.
Is that like his own thing now? His own label?
Native World, yeah.
Jesus, even ABK has his own label. It's really bad.
Bad effort.
It's probably the better way to make money because you have, you have your own overhead. You have to, but you make all the profit if you make any.
and that's why, and I think that's what they're setting it up to do for them, so they can, if they choose to leave or whatever, still have affiliation, leave on good terms, but go wherever the money's at. I guess, but they want to focus on the ICP legacy, which makes sense to me. Like that's was Psychopathic Records.
And they're releasing a shit ton of things on vinyl by the end of the year too. A bunch of Joker's cards and stuff.
Yeah, they're releasing that Hell Cellar.
Did you listen to that?
No, I'll listen to it when I get it. I like I said, I had somebody who I PayPal'd him the money and he picked me up that CD and the Misery CD. So I'll listen to it when it comes.
I mean, Aaron did share it.
Yeah, I
not pay for it.
He likes to listen to his CDs. How have you not figured that out?
Well, no, I was.
How much did you pay for it?
It was $20.
Fucking God! It's like 9 songs and it's all trash.
And that's that's what they charged for it because the guy,
my God, dude,
guy
you got gypped. I know that's how much they charge for it, but
which is good because they, it's on eBay now for like $80. But here's the thing: they are going to re-release it and put it on.
Yeah, they're putting it on the Hell's Pit vinyl, I think. They're like doing a special edition with both of those or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, no, they're releasing that on vinyl, but only 665.
Oh yeah, I saw that you pre-order it at the gatherings. Like,
I said it comes out in December.
Yeah, I want it like.
No, that's what you do when you can't afford to front the cost of pressing a vinyl.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to.
They're not broke, aren't they?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not when you're a small label like that. It's not cheap to get vinyl printed like that. So I can't hate on them for doing it in advance like that. As long as they deliver with it and don't deliver it like June of next year, then that's bullshit.
Which would be the Psychopathic way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So tentatively, it's Fearless Fred Fury is supposed to come
Yeah,
out in
see,
October.
again, you're proving my point even more every time you try to say it.
I'll just call
New
him
drinking game. Every time Smoothie says the name of that album wrong, we drink.
Sounds good. That'll be next week, though.
In October, when he's talking about it every
I'm
week,
playing this
we'll
week.
be drinking a lot more.
You're right.
We'll have to remember that, though, to go moving forward, the drinking game. But other than that, what other interesting? Oh, there's going to be another Psychopathics from Outer Space by the end of the year as well.
Oh, those are always not great.
I like the first one.
Yeah. I wish they would just do more Psychopathic Riders. I always like
Half
those.
of them's gone now.
I know they don't have any of them, but it's not like they need the roster from the old one. They could always use the new dudes and have them make up stupid gangsta names,
but they're not as good.
No, that's the only thing I forgot they even had that until today. It's like, oh yeah, they used to do that, and that was entertaining at least. It was always so dumb, but it was.
Yeah. It was really. I thought it was a very fun album. Like it was a really cool album. The first one especially.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like the first performance of Psychopathic Riders live. We'll save this for next week.
Yeah, that part.
Definitely a good story for next week.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
Get it cracked. Episode 17. Tune in for it live. Early, maybe, late, maybe. Who knows? But it will be next week.
At a time. Next Saturday, tentatively. That may or may not happen next week anyway. So stay tuned.
No, it's happening. We're
all right.
Doing 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
3-week break after. We're doing 4
that'll conclude season 1.
Yeah, season 1 of the Unknown Podcast.
There we go. Good idea.
Nah.
3-week break though. 3-week break.
All right. So what else we got, fellas? Did any of you watch that Teen Titans trailer for the app, that DC app?
No, I never got around to watching it.
I didn't either.
So you were saying it's bad?
It's just so they're trying to make it so edgy and extra and super dark, and it's Teen Titans. It's not exactly the darkest DC comic that there is. They're all a bunch of teenagers, but they're like murdering bad guys in the trailer, and there's blood everywhere, and Robin says "fuck Batman."
I saw a clip of that.
It's just so cool. I don't know. I found it pretty ridiculously stupid. But
it sounds terrible.
I'll have to go watch it after the show.
I mean, you'll have to subscribe to the DC app, which they have pre-orders for. You apparently pre-ordering for the subscription to that, which is kind of a weird concept. They're doing that for Comic-Con.
The subscription to what? What is the subscription to?
It's an app that they're gonna have. They're gonna have original shows. They're gonna have basic all the old cartoons.
Okay,
I believe they'll have a rotating movies, DC movies, both old and new, I guess, and they're animated movies. I don't know if they'll have all those at once, and a curated list of comics.
Okay.
So a lot of them, a lot of comics too. So it's almost worth it, I guess.
That sounds kind of
cool. You really want to, depending on what they have at launch, I guess, because it's like 70 something a year or $8 a month. So it's not like it's super expensive, but I've already subscribed to like 3 or 4 different.
Yeah, right. It's hard to justify spending any more on another service.
No, if I really want to watch some of that stuff, I'll find another way.
Yeah. But if it has the animated series, Batman the Animated Series on there, then that would really highly make me consider it. So,
isn't that on Prime right now?
Is it really?
It's been on Prime for a long time.
Oh shit! See, like I never use Prime, and that's a terrible thing, I guess. Fuck. Yeah. I will get on there.
I'm not a big fan of Prime Video. It's like the last resort to watching shit.
That's how I was, and then I finally just stopped checking it. So
yeah. Exactly. A lot of Prime Video stuff is on Hulu. I think they share a lot of what they stream. I don't know what how that works, but
I will have to check that out because I downloaded a torrent of it and put it on my Plex, but like it doesn't like the episodes don't play in the correct order, and they get all jumbled up and shit. So it sucks.
Well, that's because I think that's how the DVDs are.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's how it is on Prime. It's not in real good order because you'll see stuff from like the very beginning, and then you'll see the stuff that they were doing with like Batman and Superman.
Yeah,
TV
because the DVDs were not released as seasons; they were just released as like Volume 1, Volume 2.
Yeah, they never did do proper releases of that for whatever reason. I don't think they did that for any of them.
Yeah, you're right. That show was so damn good.
It is a really good show. The animation does not hold up, but
I don't care.
Still good at art style.
Yeah, totally.
And Mask of the Phantasm is like one of the best Batman movies there is.
Absolutely. It is a fantastic movie.
It is. It's better than most of the DC animated movies that have come out of late. Have you watched many of those?
Not lately. Not in the last few years, no. I saw one at Target last night on the shelf. Well, what's the newest one that's out? Do you know? Because it still caught my eye.
I don't know if it just came out, but there's apparently yet another Death of Superman movie that just came out or is coming out. But
not the
ones I know of are like there. I think it might have been the last one be like a Teen Titans one or something like that.
I don't know
either.
Oh, well, it might not. Who knows? They always catch my eye on the shelf. Like the Blu-rays always look super cool. Like I love the artwork for all of those animated movies,
and they're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Yeah, if you got something to say.
There was no, I was gonna say there was a new Suicide Squad animated one that was
Oh yeah, there was. That's right.
And then there was like Batman versus the Gaslight or something.
And there was Batman Ninja, which is like an anime. It's supposed to be
really
good.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
It's supposed to be super good. I don't know. I'll wait till I see it on some sort of streaming thing.
I think it's on Kyle's Plex, if I'm not mistaken.
I need to get on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron just joined it, and he's like, "There's so much shit on here."
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I have to remember how to do it. Share it back out and add you guys.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's just in your settings. You got a camo back there, Smoothie? Is that what that is?
Nah, the cheap Five Below.
Oh, gotcha.
Water bottle.
Gotcha. I got a camo back that I take to work with me every day. I fucking love that thing. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Sweet. So we had the last 2 weeks we had topics that we were going to talk about. Smoothie last week had some stuff that you wanted. Remember, you were saying I had some stuff to say, but I'm gonna wait till next week or something like that. Do you remember what they were? We should have made an outline. We should have done
what the fuck ever happened to the outlines?
He got mad at me.
Nobody read it. Nobody read it, or they changed the stuff.
No, I read it.
You
verbatim. And then I read the second one you did, and you were like telling us, "Don't read this on air," and I changed it to.
I run a tight ship here, and
that shit was hilarious.
I mean, you see what happened tonight, right? We were supposed to go early, and you and Aaron were going to start it, and then
he was even later. I was trying to figure out how to fucking record him, and I couldn't do it, and then I ended up fucking up my mic.
See?
And then, yes, see, I need you, Smoothie.
That's what I want to do. I will give myself to you, Scott.
It's because Smoothie's got that mixer. I'm telling you, that's what does it.
I know. I'm going to have to get me one.
Yeah, I've been saying that forever now.
I'm not going to, but I'm going to say it too.
Yeah. The little setup that he bought was a really cool little setup. It's not that expensive at all, but
if I ever end up doing something with Aaron, podcast-wise, I will, but otherwise.
Now, I have a question, Scott. When Aaron was here, did he just have his phone mic?
No, he had his stuff set up.
It's a shame.
And you missed it.
You missed it. You missed listening to him watch the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie in the background. Because that's what he was doing, at least when it was just me and him, and I was trying to figure shit out. I had to listen to that in the background while I was reading stuff. I was like, Aaron, I'm going to murder you.
Hey, so you played the Octopath Traveler demo?
I did like a couple weeks ago. I decided to just download
even.
that demo.
I was getting ready to start it, but then we left and I didn't play it. So what'd you think of it?
I really liked it.
It looks awesome.
It's turn-based, but it's got like you'll see when you play it. There's like it goes in like a weird order for who goes and fights, and each enemy has specific weaknesses that you unlock what those weaknesses are by using different weapons and stuff like that. So I thought, and as the first one I was playing, it was like, this is just another Japanese turn-based RPG. But then as I was playing it, like the gameplay is actually really good.
Yeah, I watched a couple of videos last night, and one of them was like all about like the battle system and explained that whole thing, like about the weaknesses. And I was like, that really looks cool.
It is cool, and I'm debating spending $60 on it. I'm probably not going to for a little bit, but I could see myself playing it because I was like, at first when I started playing, because it takes a while to get into the game.
Yeah,
because that's how these games are. You get the whole melodramatic bullshit story, which is completely secondary to the game, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the story isn't really that important, but
I've read that it's not fantastic.
No, it's very generic.
Yeah.
So as I was playing it, I was like, I don't know if I even like this. What am I doing? And then all of a sudden, as I start actually playing it, the 3-hour demo was up. It's gone. That's cool. So I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be a buy for me for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the demo tomorrow. How far you have Sonic Mania also?
I certainly do.
Where are you at in that game? Have you beat that game?
I don't remember. No, I didn't fucking beat that game.
Okay,
the game beats me.
Yeah, my God, I got stuck on this one level forever.
Yep.
And then I finally beat that, and then I beat the next 2 levels pretty quickly after that, and then now I'm stuck again.
Yeah. I played with Sonic and Tails just for a classic for a while. Then I got to a level. I can't remember which one I'm at because it's been a while since I played as
They're
them.
all weird names too.
I was just like, I can't do this. So I tried it as Knuckles, and he's kind of like, you can kind of cheese the. I feel like he's more easy mode because you can float across the map half the time.
Okay, I have only played as Sonic. I didn't even think about that.
You can climb up things that you wouldn't be able to as Sonic.
Gotcha.
Though you probably can as Tails solo too, because he can fly.
Right.
I haven't played this yet, but it's a really fun game and it's really good.
It's awesome.
Damn it, it is hard. The boss battles are so challenging.
Yeah, they are. And then you die a couple times and you gotta fucking start over, and then it takes forever to get back to the fucking boss challenge. Then you fucking die again. Smoothie, it's time you get a Switch, man. You should be playing. Or what are you playing Sonic Mania on, Scott?
You can play it on anything. I play it on Switch.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was a perfect Switch game.
It's definitely the perfect Switch game.
Yeah. You need one.
You can play it on everything, basically, at this point. So
kind of feels like the tool talk. I'm like on the outside looking in.
I gave you the opportunity to be in, Smoothie. I gave you all the music.
I listened to a couple of those albums, and they were good.
There you go.
Well, there's the Smoothie take on Tool. They were good.
The official Smoothie review that we've waited weeks and weeks and weeks for. They're good.
Yeah. Damn it, Smoothie. There's another game I'm playing on the Switch called Mr. Shifty. I talked about it last week. It's pretty cool. Have you ever heard of Hotline Miami?
I have not.
Brandon.
No.
It's a top-down game. You just clear out rooms of dudes, and it's pretty challenging. But this time, it's basically that, but you play as a dude that can teleport like Nightcrawler. So it's a really cool concept, and it's fun. But it can also be really fucking hard too. Because there's a lot of challenges.
Sonic's hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to rage quit that every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm done. I'm going to snap my Switch in half.
Yes, I really felt like I was going to snap mine in half the other day. Tyler's like, how about you quit playing it handheld and play it like a far away from the TV so you don't break.
Yeah, play it on the TV, but then you just whip your controller at the TV screen.
Which would give me a good reason to have to buy a new TV finally.
Exactly. Everyone needs a good reason to buy a new TV.
Always.
Get that 75-inch 4K OELD.
Let's talk that. Let's go around the room and each of us tell what kind of setup we have for our gaming systems, TV wise. Why the fuck not?
Sure.
Smoothie. Smoothie, you start.
We've been cutting you out.
Right.
I have a 55 inch, 52, 55, something like that.
Mhm.
In that range, I forget. Vizio, smart TV. Nothing,
Resolution, 4K. Well, we talking
not
here.
4K, 1080p, full HD.
Yeah.
But nothing spectacular. But
Yeah.
does the job, and I have the complimentary sound bar to go with it.
Cool.
I need one of those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I have like a sort of Walmart brand 55-inch 4K TV, TCL.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a good
smart TV
name
as
though.
well.
They make good shit.
Yeah, this one's okay. I didn't realize when we got it that it didn't have HDR, which I guess that makes a huge difference in 4K.
Yeah.
Because just native 4K, you can't really tell the difference as much. I mean, you can, but with HDR, it really helps with the picture. So now I'm already wanting another TV.
Yeah.
And I also, of course, want to make it like the biggest fucking TV you can get because I don't know why.
Because that's
just
what you're
because.
supposed to do.
Just because.
What do you got for sound?
Just the speakers. Just
Yeah.
the normal TV speakers. I don't have anything fancy.
Suck. The TV speakers fucking suck.
They do. They certainly do. I've been wanting a sound system in my house, but
yeah. I have one on my living room. I used to have all my shit hooked up in the living room, but now we've moved everything down to the basement video game wise, which is not as good as the TV in the living room. So now I'm back on it. It's a Panasonic. It's a plasma 720p.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's I mean,
it's not ideal, but
it's not ideal. But like everything still looks pretty damn good. But
yeah.
And no sound. I used to have a surround sound, like one of those Samsung, everything comes in the box, home theater box.
Yeah.
But all of the little speaker tabs on the back all broke off, so I can't hook up speakers anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
It really does. Like they're just little pieces of fucking plastic that it's ruined the whole thing. But so I need a sound bar.
Yeah, you do. So do I.
Yeah.
Or like a surround sound too.
And a new TV.
Or all of that. Yeah. I need to spend like $5,000 on my gaming and video watching shit. So
they had some good deals on some 4Ks for Prime Day though. I
should have looked.
It was like a $300 55-inch 4K. It might have been TCL or one of those.
It probably was. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad deal.
But
probably not HDR for that price.
Yeah, probably not. Speaking of Prime Day, they were doing like daily giveaways, and I was entering for literally everything, and I won nothing. I was like, what am I doing this for?
I had no extra money for Prime Day. There was a couple things that I kind of like had my eye on, but I didn't get anything.
I was broke until payday, so yeah, there was nothing going on there.
Yep.
The only two things I got for Prime Day were Life Force.
Yep.
And Cruel or Wicked Intentions. So we can finally see.
Were those on sale for Prime Day?
Life Force was. It was normally like $16 and it was down to like 12. And then I had some credit there. So I ended up paying $12 for both the DVDs, both movies.
Did you watch Life Force yet?
I haven't watched it.
I haven't either. I really want to though.
I wanted to have you watched the trailer for it?
I did, yeah.
So I was like, I pulled it out last night. I was like, to my wife, I was like, hey, let's watch this movie. She's like, what's it about? I was like, here, let me show you the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, you really think I would watch this?
Mm-hmm. But then I started like reading some shit and everybody's like, it's a really good movie.
Seems good. I mean, it's space vampires.
Yeah. How can you go wrong?
That's the ultimate movie right there.
I don't understand how I missed it all this.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd never heard of it either, I don't think.
And maybe
I've definitely never heard of that.
Maybe because I associate Toby Hooper more with like the standard horror.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and I forgot he had done Poltergeist too.
Yeah.
But
like, besides Texas Chainsaw, it's like his movie.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, more of a Spielberg movie, but
but
neither here nor there.
Maybe because it's more sci-fi.
Yeah.
Horror that I didn't pick up on it, but
I didn't know about it.
Looked cool aside from like the boobs in the whole trailer.
Besides the boobies.
I like that, like the vampire like guy things when they suck the life out of them. These like zombie looking things.
Yeah.
I just look
Vampire guy things.
the con. What I have to watch the movie and I'll tell you what they are. But like I thought that it looked pretty good. That's why I went and ordered it. I said, "You can get it on Blu-ray, the Scream Factory release." So not a bad deal there.
I keep seeing like all those different types of releases and like the steel books that they're all putting out now, and they all look so fucking cool. But like I have like no collection at this point, so I feel like I shouldn't even start. So I never pull the trigger on them.
There's so many that I want, especially the Scream Factor, but they can run pricier than others, and it's like it's hard to like if I can find them for cheap, I'll get them, but like I'm not rushing out to get like if I already have a movie, even if unless there's like some cool, compelling like special features or additions to it, I'm good. Like steel books are cool, but I prefer them to be normal. You know, I'd rather just have that same artwork, but a normal thing so it looks normal in my collection.
Yeah.
If everything was steelbook, that'd be one thing. Like
you gotta have a steelbook section is what you gotta have.
That's true. And right now everything's kind of just shoved underneath me here. But like even so, like I mean now they are releasing Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Like
I did, yeah. And it's in 4K and it's
Oh yeah.
So it did, you know, that looked nice. That appealed.
That is one of the examples of like I'd kind of like to get that, but I mean, do you really need Evil Dead 2 in 4K? Like, I mean, it can't.
It's not going to look good.
Yeah, right.
And it's like you're buying.
And I don't have 4K capabilities at the moment anyway, so.
I mean, I thought like I like my collection. I'm very happy with my collection and what it is. But like most of the time when I get movies, I rip them and I stream them to my TV. So I'm not putting disc after disc, and they just kind of sit here. I had like a nice room where I could display them all nicely. Or even down here if I can figure something out to put behind me. But until then, like I'm good with the like it has to be really a high priority movie to make me switch. Like that Night of the Living Dead, which I've never watched yet, but I wanted that release. Like I had to have that as opposed to every other.
I almost bought one when me and my kid went to the horror convention. They had like a super deluxe version of Suspiria that was with 4K and it came with like the soundtrack and all this shit, but it was like $70 for the big damn thing. But it was super cool. The packaging was awesome. That's kind of what you're almost paying for. Like at some point, it's just packaging so that it looks cool sitting on your shelf.
Right, and that's the thing. Like I want to watch the movie. I haven't seen it. Like if there's a different version of it that's not available in the older versions or whatever. Like for instance, like Return of the Living Dead 3. I enjoy that one.
Yeah.
But the one that was released prior to them releasing this special edition Blu-ray last year or the other year, whatever year it was like edited. It was like the TV version pretty much.
That's terrible. That's what they put on the Blu-ray?
No. On the one that like I had it on the 4-pack. Like it came with 4 other movies. Like there was still like the cursing in it, but it was like the edited, like cut up for TV, like missing stuff.
Yeah.
And the version that I got.
That sucks though. I don't want shit cut out of my movie if I'm paying for it.
And that's just how it always was. Like with the movie, like I said, you're not getting cheated of like you're just getting it like cut up and missing stuff, edited for time, whatever they decision. But the one was complete. So like that I will upgrade to, but like everything else, like I'm fine. Like I got I like the Leprechaun movies for what they are, but I know there's like Blu-ray. They're not even that expensive either. Like the set, but like I got like the $9.96 7-pack from Walmart. Like I'm good.
Make sure you watch Leprechaun in the Hood, and when he goes to space, and then when he goes back to the Hood.
I think I guess it was last Halloween I watched, and I think I made it to space, but then I didn't get any further because I watched them while I was working from home.
Isn't there a new one coming out of that?
Didn't they already have that? Like a reboot
with that was released by WWE Films.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Did that happen already?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on this DVD.
What was the name of it?
Leprechaun Origins.
Was it Origins?
What was
I think so.
it? Okay.
Oh,
I thought that was another one where he was going back to the hood again.
For the third time? He's already been there twice.
All right, maybe I'm just way behind.
maybe he's going back to the. No, they're releasing another Tales from the Hood,
Yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
are. Yeah.
which looks pretty cool. Which
It's
that's
just a strange thing for it to come out now.
all these years after. It's not going to be like the same initial. I forget the initial guy who like was the narrator guy. I watched the trailer. It looks cool. I mean, I thought it looked cool, but that's another one that Scream Factory went and released. They did a special edition version of it, which that one I should pick up as well because now probably not since they released a special edition, but for a while there, that was like a rare, hard to come by DVD. You could,
Yeah.
if you found that somewhere, you could, if then decide to turn it around, you could get like 40, $50 for it.
Damn.
So
How about that Halloween Comic-Con poster that got released a couple days ago? Did you
Pretty
see
cool.
that?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Saw
that's
it.
cool.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Everybody's like losing their shit over it, but I mean, it is really cool.
It's a cool poster. I don't know. That's really all I got for that. It's just,
Yeah.
it looks good.
Yeah. It still doesn't like quite convince me that the movie is going to be great, but I hope so.
What'd you think of the trailer?
Did I see a trailer?
There is a trailer.
Oh yeah,
There's been a
yeah,
trailer for
yeah.
like a
I
month.
saw the trailer. Yeah. The trailer was good. I like the trailer.
Okay.
Didn't they do
Okay.
another trailer? I thought I read online for the Comic-Con, or no? Was I?
I think they showed
They showed a
something
clip.
there, but I don't
They
think
showed a
that's
clip
been.
of Michael Myers being all brutal and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I don't know if it's even online.
I don't think it is. I don't think they released it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I read something about that, and I didn't. I wanted to go back and for that.
Anything else going on at Comic-Con?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not anything. I don't know if much was really announced, was it?
I haven't. There hasn't really been any big things that I'm aware of.
No. They had the trailer for Shazam and Aquaman today. I watched the Shazam one. I didn't watch Aquaman because I honestly don't care.
So I saw that. What's his face from The Walking Dead? Rick.
Oh yeah, Andrew Lincoln.
He made like everybody knew that he was like leaving the show after this season, but then he said something, and like the way he stated it was like he also said, "But I'm leaving the show after this season, but my time as Rick Grimes is far from over," or something. So now people's wondering if they're going to do another spinoff show that's going to follow him separately.
Maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because they obviously they want spinoffs for the show, but why the fuck spin off your main character into another show?
Or do they just spin them off in the Fear of the Walking Dead?
I don't know. I mean, it's all just bullshit internet talk. It's
How
probably
would that make sense though? Because isn't Fear the Walking Dead a prequel?
Now, I caught up, like I said, to it up to this season, and then 1 week it wasn't on for whatever reason. Fear the Walking Dead this season, so I thought it was like the mid-season break, and then like 2 weeks later, I happened to flip it on. It was a new episode. I was like, crap, I have to go back and catch up. But what they did, it's a prequel and in the same time frame. So when they brought what's Morgan, the character of Morgan, who was crossing over into there, it was the timeline was the same time frame, but they
how does that work?
Well, in the season they flash back to before that all happens, and it's what I like. And I maybe if you want to go and watch an episode of it, I'm sure it's on demand or whatever. I like when they're talking. I know. Well, I like what they did with the what I'm saying is the production or like the camera work. Like, so when they're in the prequel times, like when it's like first getting started and everything's early, everything still seems new. Like it's more vibrant. At least this is the way. That's what I'm saying. If you watch it, maybe I'm just saying it weird. But then when they flash to the Walking Dead like time frame, it's like all more the camera works more gritty, seems more like gray overall.
I got you.
That makes sense.
So I like that contrast. So when you're watching something that was like at the very beginning versus now timeline. So it's pretty much a flashback. So you're like the first 3 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead were all prequel stuff. This season, you meet Morgan. They've already been in this universe for all that time as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so they kind of flash forward.
Yeah, so they'll be talking about something, and then they'll go back to how they got to where they're at now.
Gotcha.
So then also with him saying that he's leaving the show, like my family kind of had this conversation together earlier because we're all nerds. Like Liz, my wife, said that like it cheapens it by him saying that he's leaving the show because nobody else that has died on the show or whatever, like they've never announced in advance that they are leaving the show. So by saying that, like it kind of cheapens it.
Yeah,
but I feel like my thing was like, well, they're obviously just looking for ratings at that point, because if they announce that he's leaving, then they're going to hope that people watch to see what happens to him and his last season.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the only reason why they would announce that he's leaving.
Exactly why they did
is
it.
to get fucking people to start watching it again.
Yeah, but then again, like I've known that since the season ended. Before he announced it today,
right. Yeah, people's known it for a while now.
So like people,
they've been talking about it for at least a month.
So it's like you can't really cover it. I mean, you cover it up the best and say, no, I'm not leaving. Then we're not sorry that we tricked you. Type of thing. But I think just because it was already announced, there's no point in not selling it that way, not using it maybe for a ratings.
Yeah, but it takes the element of surprise out when whatever the hell happens to Rick happens.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for it to happen. You're literally watching the entire season for it to happen.
Yeah.
Well, what I think maybe he means by that, and it's going to follow more of a similar suit like Fear the Walking Dead. So
yes, because there needs to be 3 Walking Dead shows.
Yeah. So
no, not meaning a sequel, but like in there, like you're going to over maybe this upcoming season and maybe another season, like they filmed all these Rick parts, and it's going to be a back and forth.
Could be
bouncing around, so like he'll still be there.
Yeah.
Could be,
because I mean, very easily they don't use like every episode. Typically, it's not the whole gang together. It's usually a group of people and this group of people.
Yeah.
With this, so it could work out that way. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
But he also deserves to like have the most epic death of anybody ever, though. And they usually try to give the main characters like a pretty good death.
I can get on board with that. Yeah, I would like to see
he's
that.
the fucking. I mean, if they're gonna get rid of him and he's gonna die, then it should be an awesome fucking death.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just have to tune in and see that.
So there you go. They did their job. Now they've got us talking about it.
Yep. The hype train has got no brakes, or something.
Speaking of The Walking Dead, though, it's funny we should mention that. I was just watching Rampage before we got on here. Has anybody watched that?
What the fuck's the segue? How is that?
Yeah.
Was there an actual segue there? Or no.
You'll find. Yeah, there is.
Dead in that?
There is the segue. Have you ever seen it?
No, I have not.
Oh, Negan's in that, isn't he? The dude that plays Negan.
Negan is in
That's
it.
right.
Oh, Negan's in it. Okay.
It's Negan. The character is. They either wrote it and had him in mind, so they wrote it that way, or like they have wrote the character and then they're like.
So the character is not named Negan, but it's essentially
acts exactly like
the same actor.
The quick one-liners and everything.
Gotcha.
Smart ass. So it's like
that's funny. Was it a good movie?
I think for what it was, based on a video game. And
I love the video game.
That live action. It's good. It's funny. I not funny, but I enjoy it for an action movie. It's an action movie. That's
for a movie starring The Rock. It is exactly what you would expect it to be.
Exactly.
With giant CG monsters. Yeah.
Yes.
Right on.
Him and the gorilla, George, have a relationship. It's pretty good. And huh?
I said cool.
Oh, I thought you said who? And
who?
I thought it was because Holly.
Who let the dogs out?
Heard of the video game that's been around?
Oh, I know the video game. I played the N64 version. pretty dope.
But
I'm old.
in one scene in the one office, there's
Basically the same.
There's the arcade cabinet behind
Yeah.
with Rampage.
They put the thing in the thing.
They did that. But
When I was a
just
kid,
like-
the dollar movie theater had the Rampage arcade game, so we played the shit out of it every time.
Oh, sweet.
I think I have
Very
it on
sweet.
the PlayStation
Yeah.
network.
They remade the game like a million times, and they were all pretty good.
The last version, like I said, that I ever played was the 64. I don't know if they've done anything since with it.
I think I played one on the original PlayStation, which I guess was probably right around the same
damn
time.
thing. I'm assuming they should remake it now into. I don't know if it would. I mean, they're repetitive as hell, so I don't know how well it would. I don't know how well it would work as a next gen game. Current gen, I should say.
Yeah.
4K Rampage.
Good as 4K
60 frames per
Evil Dead.
second. 4K Evil Dead. You can't watch some of these movies in high definition. They're better in like.
Yeah,
I watched Lord of the Rings in high definition, and it looked atrocious.
Yeah, it makes
But
you realize how fake it is.
This needed to be the best you could do is watch it on DVD. Don't watch it on Blu-ray and shit. Like, oh my god, dude, you can see like you can basically see the lines in the in the green screen with that shit. It's pointing out the flaws more than it's enhancing the picture at that point.
And with something like Evil Dead, like there's nothing you can't take shitty source material and make it look fucking awesome.
Polished turd.
Yeah.
Well, not that it's a turd, but
yeah.
The source material is what makes it so great. Like that.
Yeah.
Grainy, low
It
quality.
looks better like that. It looks better.
Honestly, that one is where I give you the whole VHS watching experience. Would be like an Evil Dead.
Absolutely.
70s and 80s horror movies are actually
Makes
perfect for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it adds.
It does add some character to it.
But even like horror movies, like it adds,
especially those.
It's more. I think scarier feel.
Totally.
A different. It gives like a different aesthetic almost. And well, I mean, it is a different aesthetic, but yeah, it's more moody. I feel.
Like my kid went through like a spree of watching all of the, I think it was the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and he watched them all on his phone. I'm like, you're really kind of like cheapening your experience by watching them that way. Like, at least put them on the big TV and turn off the fucking lights or something. That's at least better than just your little phone in front of you.
Yeah, you need to at least watch them on the screen first.
Yeah,
like watching them in the second, third viewing or whatever. That's fine. You know.
So I read the other day there is one Blockbuster video left, and that's it. They're all gone.
Holy crap! I was just reading that. I read that
Yep.
this morning, actually. No, not in Alaska.
It's in California.
Yeah,
I thought it was the one in Alaska because they had one in Oregon.
There was
that
two
one just got
left.
shut down.
There was two left in Alaska, and they closed the two in Alaska.
Oregon is the one.
Is it Oregon?
I bookmarked it because I was going to write a blog post about it.
Damn you, Smoothie! Look it up right now.
I watched
because I'm pretty sure the reason why it's there because they have very limited internet and availability for basically
that makes sense.
obtaining anything. So I thought that's why that one's still kind of kicking. But Smoothie, you're our curator of the news for that right now.
Scroll back through some text and find it if you would.
But I mean, whatever.
Get on my phone.
Yeah. I watched somebody recorded like a little video walkthrough of the place like 3 months ago. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like a time warp going through, but it's like all updated. They have like current movies and shit, but it still looks like Blockbuster did back then.
I think you're correct. I think you might be right.
Smoothie's right.
Yeah, it walks in his Ben door.
The 2 stores in Alaska closed earlier this week. You're right.
Now there's only one.
I like the one thing it said in here. Where is it at?
Now we're all looking for this.
I have the article right here.
I'm just drinking my beer.
Why is it?
You got to watch the walkthrough. The guy that does the walkthrough.
It is Oregon.
I said it. We said that.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
I did. I pulled up my Maps app and tried to see how long it would take me to get there. Road trip
Oh,
to the
you
last
gonna drive there?
Blockbuster. Yeah, here it is. It's
It'd take you a couple days.
211 Northeast Revere Avenue. Bend is the name of the town. The direction. Let's see how long it takes.
It's gonna be a little bit. All the way across the country.
Of course, it takes forever to load. Hold on.
Good podcasting.
It really is.
Do you think they still have like a robust selection?
Yeah, watch the walk. There's a video on YouTube that is.
Okay.
It would take me 1 day and 9 hours to get there.
Yeah. What about walking?
2,266. Walking directions not available.
Oh damn!
That's because I'm using Apple Maps. But yeah, there's watch the video of it. Like it's still like I mean, it looks exactly like Blockbuster did. Like, and it's heyday. But it does have new movies also. But they also do still have the old stuff too.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I mean, I think this one's going to be around now just because of its
legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that one never closes. But
well, people need to rent from it first.
Yeah, and if it doesn't remain profitable, then it won't stick around.
Well, people, that's what they said. Like people do stop in, not just necessarily that they live there, but people go in and buy stuff because it's now
just
it's
keep
like
it around basically.
Attraction. They'll want to take pictures. They'll want to. They'll just visit it on their road trips or whatever, and come in and buy something. And so they're gonna.
Yeah.
But where is there's one thing in this article I can't find it now.
Yeah, I mean, if for some reason I was in that area, like I would make sure that I went to that Blockbuster.
You just gotta have a reason to go all the way to fucking Oregon, then.
Yeah. Probably never gonna happen, but
no,
it's crazy that the whole video store thing is just
go the way of Toys R Us.
Yeah, poor Toys R Us.
Yeah, but when's the last time you went to Toys R Us?
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Everything's overpriced. And I went in there a couple weeks before it closed, and it's like when you look at the size of the place and just how much overhead is in there, it's like no wonder this place fell apart. Yeah. There's so much shit that's never gonna sell here.
Yep.
That's just what happened.
For a while there, we would go there like when my kids were smaller. Like we would go in there and buy shit like day after Thanksgiving, toys and stuff that were on sale. But that was the only time we ever went.
Yeah.
And even that was just a few times within the last however many years.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last time I stepped foot in a Toys R Us in at least a decade, I'm pretty sure. At least.
This is bothering me. There's something. Sorry, there's something in this article. I don't want to. I want to read it because I have it in front of me, but I can't damn near find it.
Must have been a different article.
Well, why don't you look for it and we'll take our little break?
Good call.
That's a good call. So we are going to break here then. Okay. Well,
sure.
As we do every week, we are going to freshen up our beers. I'm going to pour myself another shot. Probably the rest of the damn Fireball.
Might as well.
Grab another beer. Scott's just going to shake his head.
He knows grab another beer.
Probably. He knows a rant is coming his way.
I don't know what the fuck you're going to rant about, but if you get all that Fireball in your system,
maybe it'll be a happy rant. But
all right,
the only way to find that out is
we're not going to bed tonight, fellas.
Stay tuned after this from our friends at Howdy.
I'll make it interesting again.
That's ridiculous. Where the heck was it?
I don't know. Find it. I'm getting a beer.
I will find it. Okay, we're all leaving our one viewer, which is me, so it's okay. Don't spit on your floor.
Did you find it?
Did.
Good.
I packed it like 100 times.
All right.
Are we ready? Ready? Everybody good? Everybody good?
Good to go.
All right. I'm going to unpause it. We'll wait 5 seconds and then I'll bring it back in.
Alrighty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We hope you enjoyed that word from our friends at Howdy Inc. Hopefully nobody has altered with the audio.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, so I did find what I was looking for, but before we get to that, let's get to our second shot. I'm still doing the fireball. As you can see there, it's a lot more than the shot.
You need to light that on fire, the fireball.
I was going to do that for the Simpsons episode, and I forgot to. I was going to do the Flaming Mo.
Probably good you didn't, but
Yeah. Like, let's do this here.
All right. I'm doing the Brandon thing. Now that we're starting again, I'm cracking my new beer.
There you go.
You hear that? It's fucking
There's mine.
shit. Oh, yeah. Well done. All right. So you were looking for something specific in the Blockbuster thing.
Yeah, it is. And oh, there it is. I highlighted it, so I forget where it was. Two things I found interesting in this article. One was just the way, and it makes sense. It says, well, some might view Blockbuster's fate as CompuPence, a big chain that displays small family-owned stores only to be destroyed by innovation. So kind of saying like they got what was coming.
It's fucking karma, bitches. That's what they were saying.
Yes.
Word for word.
So I thought that was cool the way they just pointed that out. And then then the last thing in here, customers fled the store and called to ask whether Harding had the titles in stock. They were talking about when Gene Wilder died.
That at Blockbuster, never mind.
People were Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein and Willy Wonka, and they weren't on Netflix. And he asked the owner, they called and asked the owner if they had them in stock, and they said the directions are simple. When you can't find a film anywhere else, just head west on Revere past the Red Box on 3rd Street to find exactly what you need. That's how they ended.
We should call them on the air like we used to call Flavor Chicken on the air.
Well, we would definitely have to get on earlier because I'm pretty sure they're not open till.
Blockbuster used to be open until midnight, and they are on a 3-hour time difference, so they should be open.
Valid point. 9 o'clock. Do it, Smoothie. Find that. I'll look it up.
Awesome.
Probably have better chances of finding that number than we did for.
Yes.
Yeah, what did we call the KFC next door or something like that?
That was still a good time. That guy.
That was a night.
That was awesome.
Out and looked for us. It
gets a little hazy for me at the end there.
big shout out to that guy.
What's the name of that town?
Bend.
Oregon.
Bend. BEND.
Yep.
Which is just as fantastic as well. It's called Bend.
All right, so where did you I
got the phone number.
All right, call him. What are we going to say to him?
I don't know what to do. I'm not going to call him.
We'll work up
I don't know what I'm going to say to him. Well, you are now on the Unknown Podcast.
Like, I dreamed of this my whole life.
I've been waiting for this moment.
All right, so let's make just a regular call then. It ain't got to be bullshit. Just ask them if they have a certain movie in stock. Ask them if they have Hellraiser.
I'm not calling. You call him. I'm throwing this on you, Brandon.
All right.
This is exclusive stuff right here.
I mean, wait, what? How's it exclusive?
I don't know. We're exclusively calling them right this minute.
Yeah, we're the only ones calling this Blockbuster.
This minute.
Yeah, maybe. If it's not busy. Oh, it's not.
Evil Dead. Ask if they have Evil Dead.
In 4K. They might not be open.
Blockbuster Video, how can I help you?
Hey, do you guys have the new 4K version of Evil Dead?
No, we don't carry 4K.
No 4K. Do you have the Blu-ray of Evil Dead?
I think so. Let me check.
Thank you.
We're wasting this poor dude's time.
Yeah, we do.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Blockbuster Video. That was awesome.
So we just wasted some poor worker's time to go look for a movie that you're not going to go get right now.
Oh, man. He's like, somebody's coming in for Evil Dead tonight. I want to meet my sales quota.
My one sale a day.
Fantastic. Probably a huge Evil Dead fan. He's going to be waiting there with bated breath.
He sounded so excited. You're right.
They do not carry. Blockbuster does not carry 4K though. That's that's why they've gone out of business. Obviously, that's why.
We've got the scoop officially right here.
That was
First
good.
Ones to know.
It was good. We have that right here on air. Hello, Blockbuster. You know, we got it.
The last Blockbuster. That's pretty cool. All right, so where did you guys start your journey with video stores? What's your early remembrance of video stores? Is it Blockbuster or is it the mom and pops before that?
It was
Mom and pop.
Mom and pop.
Yeah.
Mine was what was it Video Showcase. It was called.
And how far away was that from where you grew up?
Right down the street, literally. But it was like one of the smaller one, like definitely like it was like in a little strip, like not mall, but like a bunch of stores, and it was like a little corner store. So it was like kind of just like straight back.
All VHS at that point.
All VHS
and beta, possibly beta at that time.
It had beta, yes.
Yeah.
So, which was awesome, seeing the two different versions.
Yep, the little box and the big box.
And I don't think I ever watched a beta movie. I mean, I'm sure it looks the same as regular
4K. Yeah,
right. But my friend's grandma had a Betamax player, and we hung out over there pretty often. So sometimes we did go to the video store and get a beta tape because we knew we were going to watch it at her house.
My local record store sells them, the movies, and they might even sell a player. They definitely show, like when you walk down the stairs there, they have a TV that's showing Betamax.
That's awesome.
Fucking reason, just hipsters.
But now
it's just interesting. It's like I've never really seen a movie in this format.
Yeah.
My friends, I believe their dad had a beta player as well, because he was huge into the videoing. Like he always had his like camera, like at like birthday parties and everything. But that was the place where
proto YouTuber.
Yeah, like that was the place I could go when if we wanted to see a movie, like we could watch it there, because they had multiple bars, they had Betamax, but they had all the cable channels, so he would record all the movies off
damn. He love movies.
Had them cataloged just because he could. He had them cataloged. The tapes were numbered, so he knew where to go in the book. What do you want to watch?
I had a friend's dad that did the exact same thing.
But like I said, they had the multiple VCRs, so he'd rent the movies and
when I was a kid, I talked my mom into buying a second VCR because I explained to her that I could hook them up together and we could rent these movies, and then we could own all of the movies that we rented because and it worked. Like she bought us a second VCR, and it was fucking awesome.
We did a lot of recording back in the day too. Just rented movies, did it off the TV, all that shit.
Yeah.
It was fun doing it off the TV.
It was.
Break out my VCR and just do that just for shits and giggles, just record stuff.
I saw Fangoria tweeted an old TV spot for Halloween 2 the other day. And it was, it's just a total blast from the past, the way that those commercials used to be. And it was so cool. And it was like viewer discretion is advised. Way back in the day. It was really cool.
That's funny. Going back to the Life Force trailer with the boobies and everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the one that was the theatrical trailer. Like that's what they showed. It wasn't like a red band versus a green band. Like that's the trailer you got.
Yeah.
You got a new trailer.
If somebody wasn't paying attention, that could have been in front of 101 Dalmatians.
And that came out, what, 85? Is that?
Yeah. But that was commonplace.
And,
it just blows my mind. Like that.
So let's go back to the video store, the old mom and pop. What stuff you remember renting from those video stores?
From my first video store, because I was really young. There was always going to be kids' movies, but the one I always remember renting was, maybe you've never heard of this character. I think it's a British cartoon character, but Rupert.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds familiar.
I remember renting his movies. Oh God, I think it was on TV or is that? Oh, I have to think of that one. That's going to drive me crazy. I can't think. I think it was eventually on TV too. They had a series.
Yeah. Or I don't know.
Yeah. Mine was I rented a lot of wrestling tapes back then and recorded them all. And music ones too. I remember renting the Alice in Chains facelift video. And that was 1990, 91. So I was 10 years old at that point.
Yeah.
And I remember going into the video store, and the girl that was working there was watching the Alice in Chains video on her VCR at work. I was like, that's fucking awesome. Who's that? That's Alice in Chains. And I was like, oh, cool. Can I rent that? And she was like, no, it's my personal copy. And then eventually they got a copy in the store of it, and I rented it. And that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Mine were just like local grocery stores that I go to. So their selection wasn't huge.
Mm-hmm.
But
VHS for you also?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
that's what was cool though, because there were like I had the normal stores, but it was like
Yeah.
where you went, they had like gas stations.
It was literally everywhere you could rent movies. It
Yeah.
was a very, now that you think of it, it's a very strange concept. Like you couldn't go to a place without them having some sort of movie rental system.
Yeah.
And apparently it must have been profitable. So
yeah, we had like pizza places around me that also had like a little rental section.
Yeah.
But it's like, was it really profitable? Because tapes were expensive back then.
They were. It cost them like $100, $200 to buy the VHSs back then, and then they'd rent them out at a few bucks a piece, and it took them a while to turn a profit on them.
Like it's funny. The one podcast I've been listening to recently, the Retroist, he had worked at a video store. He's probably a few years older than me, but they were talking about Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's the most like paused videotape, and a lot of times they would have to replace that. And the owner of the store actually said, he's like, because this happens quite so often, they dubbed the copy of it.
Yeah.
And then they went out
and then redubbed it back over.
They rented out the copy until that died and got shot. It wasn't like it just, but it goes to show how much it, like, to replace it, like how much it costs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy how much it cost the video stores to get shit back then. Because then not long after that, like we were able to like walk into a store and buy a VHS for $15 or $20 or whatever. But that's not what they paid for those rental copies back then.
No, but and still that was still like pricey. Like it was still like when they were. You typically didn't see them in store for sale, and like if you were able to get one, it was like a big deal.
Yeah,
because it was like $20, sometimes $30, depending on what movie it was.
Blank VHS tapes were kind of like the first step to piracy.
They were piracy, so yeah,
totally. Like that kind of started that and blank, like just audio cassettes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why
recording from radio and shit too. Yeah,
and that's why I've never bought into, because it's always been a thing. Like the whole like, downloading music.
It was around
download a car
digital.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now it's just more massive than it was before.
It is.
It's literally everything is at your fingertips.
Yes, it is.
Which I'm not complaining about that.
No,
blank VHS. I mean, that whole time frame was just awesome.
It was for sure. I loved the experience of going to the video store and figuring out which tape to rent, and then going home and copying the tape, and then like that was so much fun.
No, it was, and that's definitely. I think we already talked about this on an episode, but it's always something good to look back on. Like that was such a.
I follow enough shit, like ton of shit on Instagram that's like old horror VHS and stuff. And one I saw the other day was like these people that were like essentially like laughing at or making fun of people that used to use their VHS tapes on EP mode. There was the 6-hour mode. And they were like, oh, the quality of fucking EP is fucking terrible. You had to use SP for 2 hours. Nobody fucking did that. Everybody used fucking 6-hour mode or 8-hour if it allowed it. Yeah.
I want to get as much on that tape as I could get.
I was like, these are fucking hipsters talking shit about the fucking quality of the 2-hour VHS.
It's like, right, of course it's going to be better.
It's all going to look relatively the same on your standard definition.
It all looked exactly the same. That's why we fucking went for 6 hours. Didn't look any fucking different.
Speaking of that, there was a guy I follow on Instagram, and he must make like custom like Blu-ray like covers that look like VHS things. And if I didn't realize they were custom, so like the other day I was like scrolling through and came across his feed, and they had like one for Quiet Place that had like a horror sticker on it.
I still need to see that
little like price tag type thing, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I wonder if that's like what it looks like. So I went to Walmart and looking, and I was like, oh, it just looks normal. I don't know what that must have been a special edition or whatever. And then today when I was scrolling through the one, I actually read his description, not just liked it. And he did one for Nightmare on Elm Street, but it was like the same like type thing. It's all like aged and stuff. It looks cool and stuff. And cool.
I had saw Stranger Things released one of their seasons on like the Blu-ray box looked like an old VHS.
Yep.
And I had seen pictures of it, but tonight we were at Target and I actually like physically held it in my hand for the first time.
I own that.
It's too big. It's not right. It's bigger than a VHS tape, so that kind of ruined it, I think.
It's a big box. They had the big box tapes back in the day.
Yeah,
but it's not as big as the big box. It's bigger than the regular smaller box, but it's not as big as like the clamshell box. I was disappointed in the size of the Stranger Things.
No, they had big cardboard boxes too. All the
I got it. It still wasn't the right size. They fucked it up.
bastards.
I still like it.
I hope they're listening.
I actually
it's a cool homage to the old VHS days, but it was the wrong size.
I'm kind of shocked they're not like releasing that on VHS.
Yeah, why the fuck not just release it on VHS?
I think I got that for like $15 on Black Friday, actually.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
I still have to watch the second season.
Not nearly as good as the first season.
I haven't finished it, and I don't think I will.
Yeah,
I'll go back when they.
I saw the girl. What's her name? Millie
11.
Bobby Brown, 11. She's in the new Godzilla movie. They released a trailer at Comic-Con for.
I saw the poster for that.
I watched she posted like a minute video on her Instagram of the trailer of it. Looks like every other Godzilla movie made.
I didn't watch the last new one.
I didn't either.
Have they announced season 3 for Stranger Things?
Yeah,
they're filming it. Yeah.
Apparently, this one's not taking place in Halloween time like it did the last two.
Okay.
That's all I know about it.
Season 2 was nowhere nearly as good as season 1.
No.
I mean, season 1
was kind of like a special thing that I feel like doing any more of it really kind of killed what made it special. And that's why I had a hard time with season 2. It's not like it was bad. I just was like,
I kind of wish it would have just been the one season.
Yeah, some things just you need one season, like a mini series, and those are like a contained story would be perfect.
Yeah,
wasn't that initially what it was supposed to be though? Wasn't it supposed to be like separate stories? But because
exactly, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Well, even season 1, the way it ended, besides like the one cliffhanger, if they cut that out, it probably would have been perfect just to end that way.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is has stepped up their game with all like
for shows, yes,
original stuff. Like I'm looking forward to. I think they just announced at Comic-Con the Toys That Made Us. Have you watched those documentaries?
I still haven't watched that shit. It's been on my list, and I really want to watch it, but I have not watched it.
They finally released a season 2, if you will. Like
I saw, yeah.
And I watched through all those, and then apparently season 3 is going to have like the Turtles. There's another good one on there. Crap, I forget what all the other ones are, but they all.
I really need to watch that.
They're just fun documentaries. Like to hear the story on all. Like even when I sat and watched like the Hello Kitty one, and it was just as impressive.
And I've heard a few people talk about it because the first episode talks about Star Wars toys, and they were originated in Cincinnati, like right around here. So there's a lot of local stuff for me in that episode.
Kenner
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I still haven't watched it. I really need to. Have you watched the Funko movie on Netflix yet?
The what?
There's an hour and a half documentary about Funko Pops.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just haven't seen that.
It just came out maybe 2-3 weeks ago or so. I haven't watched it.
I didn't realize that had come out. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I agree with you as far as TV shows go there, Smoothie, for Netflix content, original content. But movies have just been not great.
Well, they signed Adam Sandler to a fucking 6-movie deal and shit. Fuck all that stupid shit.
They certainly did.
The Ritual was good.
I don't know if that's. I mean, I guess it technically is. It's not like a Netflix original. I think they're just distributing that.
No,
I don't know how that works.
they
But
call it
there's like
original.
okay, so I guess the movies are pretty hit or miss, but they've had a lot of like really kind of crappy.
What's the newest
sci-fi
one? They
movies.
got plastered all over everything. How it ends.
How it all ends, or how it ends. Yeah,
That looks kind of good.
Every time I see a new Netflix movie that like kind of sounds interesting, I always just go to the IMDb page and see what the ratings are, and they're always just like completely trashed.
Is it trash on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like then the Metacritic score was like super low. So it's like, okay.
I never base anything off ratings. So.
Yeah, I mean you shouldn't.
I try not to, but there's a reason why a lot of people don't like some movies.
But that don't mean you ain't gonna like it though.
True. All right, fair enough.
What was I gonna say?
I want to
I
watch
got-
that one. It'll sit on my list forever, and I'll never watch it. But
Yeah,
I
that's
want
how
to.
everything goes for me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there's all this shit I want to watch. Eventually, it's all new, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm watching.
I'll just watch The
Office
Office.
again. Yeah, exactly.
The one thing I don't like is that they don't release, at least all of them, the DVDs for anything or movies.
Oh
Like,
fuck it! It's Netflix. Watch it on Netflix.
yeah, but I wanted to add to the collection. Like, I would like to.
Smoothie, you have a problem.
I'm a collector.
They'll release it on DVD if it's popular enough, like Stranger Things. and their
That's
season-
really about it, though.
seasons,
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen anything else. Like, I would like the babysitter, whatever. The babysitter.
Orange is the New Black is on Blu-ray.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's popular, so you have to.
Yeah, right.
Their popular shows are the only
Yeah.
ones that'll ever get it because they know that some people are going to want to buy it.
But even those Stranger Things, like there was no like extra shit that's on there. It's just the fucking episodes. So just watch
Well,
them.
what's the fucking
on...
point then?
Right, exactly.
No, there's some extra stuff on there. I hope.
I don't think there's a single extra thing on the Stranger Things releases.
If it wasn't so big, and
Yeah, they would have.
the back of
I mean, it's big enough that they could have fit more on it, but apparently not.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
They
just
needed
the
it to be
episodes. Like
bigger.
not even a trailer, nothing whatsoever. It's just the
there's
episodes.
something else. I don't feel like they can. We should have talked about this before.
Smoothie is not taking it's Brandon's shit.
I can feel my foot back here.
Like, no, I put my foot down. There is extra shit. Neither one of us own it, but
That's the thing with like the Evil Dead 2, that 4K one that we talked about. Like, there's not going to be any new extra shit on there. Evil Dead 2 has been re-released a billion fucking times, and there's not going to be anything new to watch on there.
but it's in 4K.
Yeah.
It's just a new
Side
format.
note, so you know how Bruce
Get it for
Campbell said that he was retiring the character of Ash, that he wasn't going to do it anymore?
Yeah.
So then
Sorry, we're sorry that we tricked you.
No, he made a post on Instagram the other day. He was like hiking or something, and the caption of it was like "retirement doesn't suck" or something like that. So like he made that sound like he was completely fucking retired, not just retired from Ash.
Well,
So like
maybe-
all of the comments were like, "Wait a minute, did like you completely retire?" Because there was never anything about that, but it kind of sounded like he is.
Yeah, I
mean, more power to him if he wants.
Yeah.
To, whatever.
I saw the not
Brandon's
the
getting
same
himself
post,
some more liquor.
but
There's
the,
one more shot in there.
mine's finished. I killed it. The
Boys.
I don't feel like looking at that. I did see his one post where he was hiking and he talked about the boots that he got from the series.
Cheers.
Here's to you, Brandon.
But I hope he's not completely retired, because he's done some really other great movies besides just Evil Dead.
Like
I still
Alien Encounters or whatever it was.
I still have to watch Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep, fuck you gotta watch that shit.
I have it. I own it.
Of course you do. You own 4 different copies of it.
He owns every movie that's ever been released, even if you
Watch that. That movie is fucking fantastic.
Did you get your collection of movies with all the Quilt Face and Hellinger and whatnot yet?
It should be here by Tuesday, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there was no 2-day shipping on that one, was there?
No, but
Not prime eligible.
it wasn't prime eligible, but it was in Tennessee like on Tuesday, and then just left like Maryland today. It's like you could have had that here in 2 days.
What are you fucking doing,
Just
Amazon?
because it's not prime eligible, do they just keep it at the post office to like hit that quota? They time it to be when they expect
No, they have certain ones that are prioritized over.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the parcel system now. Jesus.
what? Just because it's Hellinger and Quillface?
You have to rip those movies. I want to watch those for sure.
That's why
They're
I'll have
not good.
Oh, I don't expect them to be good.
Quilt Face was made with probably like $50.
It's awesome. I have to see that.
So
I
dumb.
can't wait. I'm looking forward to them, and I'll probably do a blog post about that.
I was glad that you bought that. I was glad that you.
I didn't even know that Aaron still had it. I thought I'm the one who bought it, and he must have just taken it for whatever reason.
No, he said that after I bought it. I would have just said, "Can you hook me up?"
Yeah.
Hook a brother up.
And then you found it on Walmart, and that shit was like $50
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
The collector's item.
because the Dark Forces are blowing up again. That
Yeah, we brought that price up.
Speaking about the dark,
Dead motherfuckers.
speaking of dark forces, our MySpace is blowing up.
Speaking of what? Oh, it is?
Apparently, with all people, every profile that attaches is want to talk sex.
Ooh.
perfect.
It's all spam.
How many
got-
friends do we have? Do we have a
groupie.
lot of friends?
Let me see how many we have now after that. Unless they like delete it like Instagram does.
Is it still misspelled?
I don't. I'm pretty sure it is.
I'll miss out.
It was great.
So what you're telling me, Smoothie, is that we have groupies.
A lot
We
of
got bitches lining up because of this podcast.
That's why I got into this. For
the
that.
bitches.
Yeah, for sure.
Uncle
So finally,
Uncle Cracker's on mine.
are we friends with Uncle Cracker?
Yeah, I hope so. You can hook us up with Kid Rock.
That's what I've always wanted.
I have 116 connections.
How?
Awesome.
They're all bots.
That's our most successful social media.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to pay to promote there.
No, fuck no. Holy shit, a ton of people saw the room post
I
on
know.
Facebook.
And no one clicked on it.
I could not believe how many people saw that shit.
Did that end?
I turned it off.
Did
Eventually.
you- And that's your wallet, right?
Yes, it's mine. Don't worry about it, Smoothie. It's mine. Smoothie's
I
all
couldn't
worried.
believe the amount of people that saw that post, though.
Yeah, I
have
don't know
you
how that worked, but
have
Yeah.
you updated or talked to Kyle how to update so you can see the stats on our iTunes downloads?
All right, so here's the deal. I
I'm talking shop here.
personally don't even want to see that shit.
no, you probably don't. It's gonna be like 4 people, and
I mean,
3 of them
it
are
is
in
what
this
it is.
room.
I personally don't care about that shit at all. So,
Okay.
if you want to
That's
get
it.
logged in and check it out, absolutely.
I'm going to. I just have to talk to Kyle.
You're curious
Yeah.
about it.
I don't.
Out of all of the
What are you doing?
since we've been doing this, I've like tried to not know those numbers. So I would personally like to keep it that way.
I just like, not that it'll like make me angry. I just like to see if there are other people
Yeah.
actually taking the time to watch it on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
So you're gonna log in and see that we have 15 million downloads.
And
Holy shit! I'm quitting my job. We're
Why
going on
don't we have
tour.
sponsors?
But if it
Simultaneous
is something you'd like me to set up, I could set it up and we can.
Alan, he can. And
he said it's just a click. You get it all through Blurby or Blueberry or
Yeah. Which I have that. That's the plugin that we use to post the episodes. So
Blueberry.
Yeah, I just added that on my my website.
yeah, what'd you do? You did a post, didn't you?
I
Recently?
I'm not a like podcast.
No. Just your blog post.
Yeah, I've been updating. I just put one up tonight too. Saying
What was the one that you put? I just read one. What was it about? I forget. I totally
Life
forget.
Force. I think that was the one you retweeted anyway. I think.
Gotcha.
Be more consistent. I think that was no.
Yeah, it was Life Force. Yes, that was a good post. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did one with the Gathering of the Juggalos, and
I did not see that.
Shit, you went all out.
I did the quarterly. Yeah, after we talked about it last week, Scott, I was like, I'm going to do this because I had said, and I legitimately have an idea for my own podcast, my solo one. It's in my head, and maybe off the air, I'll let you guys know.
Coming soon. I like the Life Force post. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I tried. I want to make it more things. So I've been playing around. I trying to get the theming right on the page and trying to play.
Tell our listeners where they can find this quality shit at.
This is at incsmoothieNtertainment.com.
All right.
.com.
I wanted to do it. Like I said, I've just been. Yeah, I have
to keep up with this shit.
It's hard, but I think I know the direction I'm going. If everything goes well, hopefully I'll be releasing the first episode on not August 1st, but in the beginning of August.
Oh shit!
Right.
Like I already have the first. I'm not scripted out or anything, but I have the first, actually, literally on paper, not just in my brain, like written out the first like 5 episodes that I want to.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not going to do a video portion to it. I'm just going.
There you go.
Record it and then have them so I can release them.
Do it. Fucking do it.
I'm just working on.
And then Scott and Aaron's got their shitty horror movie podcast that they're gonna start doing.
Sure, we are.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it maybe again. We talked about this a couple months ago, maybe 3 months ago, for like a week or two, and then here we are, not doing it at all.
You should run with my idea and do it as Quilt Face and Hellinger.
I don't know if I could do a character podcast, especially that kind of character podcast.
Come on, you can do that.
I'd be just making dumb noises like that half the time. It would be unlistenable.
I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this shit on the Google Drive, though. Oh, that was fun.
I have to go back.
Kyle's?
Well, the Dark Forces one that you put on there and the one that Kyle put on there was pretty great too.
Kyle put 2 on there.
Yeah.
Jugga Haters is the best one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Kyle is so fucking embarrassed by that one, but it is
it's good.
It is. You're right.
I'll have to give him like $5 and give it sign over the rights for
I started listening to that one and I was like, holy shit, I remembered that one. Like at some point he played it for me and I remembered it. But like his shit's good. Like he always made like pretty quality shit. He was good at doing that stuff.
The man could rap.
For sure.
Yeah. But he doesn't seem to be doing that anymore.
No, not so much.
He's just doing a podcast called Iconoclash. Find them at iconoclash.net. There.
I haven't listened.
Fucking ad for you.
I haven't listened to the past few, I was going to say episodes, but I do enjoy that show. It's one of the ones that I do.
Yep. Yeah. It's really good.
They do a good job with that.
Yeah. He's got a really good setup.
Hell yeah,
he sounds fucking nice. And
he looks fucking nice too. His fucking his webcam is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
We all need green screens like he's got.
Yeah, we do. No, I think Moulin Rouge back there gives me a good.
Yeah, I mean, I like Moulin Rouge. I switched over to Amazon Music at work this past week, and I put it on the 90s station. Normally, I put on like 90s rock or 90s alternative. I just did 90s, so that was like Shania Twain and fucking Backstreet Boys and shit.
I feel like a woman.
After
Moulin Rouge came on, and I fucking cranked the shit out of Moulin Rouge.
That's a 90s movie?
It came on the 90s, yeah.
Oh, okay.
After I watched what's that Netflix show? The not the End of the Effing World, the other one. With the
there's multiple other ones.
No, the one set in the 90s.
Oh shit, I don't remember the name of it.
Why is it not coming to me?
It's like everything is terrible or something like that. Is that the one?
Everything sucks.
Or everything sucks.
Everything
That's right.
sucks.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, you suck. That's a great show
You
too.
suck.
Especially for the 90s stuff. Like there's a lot of 90s.
Sure, I'll add it to my list right now, which ensures that I'll watch it tomorrow.
It ensures that you'll forget it is there years later when you scroll. Oh, when you remember that you have a list, because that's how I am.
Exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, they used to do
I
lists.
skip
That's
right
how I
over the
found
list.
shit.
Yes.
After I watched that and then like heard like some of the music in there, and I went right and
Did
the
a
next
tear
day
drop?
what?
Did a tear go down your cheek?
Yes.
Have you watched the Wet Hot American Summer shows and movies or
I
whatever?
have not seen an episode.
Those
I
are
like the
fucking
movie.
they're hilarious. They're
Yeah.
so fucking weird. They're really funny.
Yeah, the movie was super weird too. So, but yeah, I've been meaning to watch. That's always something that's like I mean to watch it, but I'm never going to commit to something.
Your list is just an infinite amount of shit that
Yep.
you'll never fucking check out.
Pretty much.
It is. I hate when I do that and then get in the mood to watch something that's on my list and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like son of a bitch.
Netflix just keeps getting rid of like TV shows, especially. Like they just keep getting rid of shit that I like a lot, like Scrubs and How I Met Your Mother and Futurama and
Yeah, it's all going to Hulu.
yeah, it's all on Hulu now. Yeah,
Which I mean, I pay for the cheapest version of it, so there's a shit ton of ads, which kind of annoys me.
yes,
Makes me almost want to pay more for it, but then I'm playing into their ploy.
exactly.
I feel like I'm being played
Right.
when I do that. So
Right.
I've been no matter what I lose
Right.
in that
I think
regard.
it's worth it. It's 12 7.
Sure it is. Oh, you got a pantsless.
shit.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we can put this on YouTube.
You got a kid to beat. Put some pants
Yeah.
on.
I got an ass to whoop. Bare hand to bare ass beatings.
What the heck?
What the heck?
I thought I heard a TV up there and I thought it was my wife, but it was him.
Nope.
He came down.
Him creeping
not last
down.
week. I missed last week. The week before he came down too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
certainly
He just
did.
wants to be on the show, man.
thinks so.
You should make him a fourth member.
No, he's just when I got a better mixer here, I don't know, he's not asleep or whatever. He's up there. His birthday's on Monday, so it's the weekend.
Birthday weekend.
That's right.
The freaking weekend, baby. All right.
He's the reason that I ended up getting the iPhone 8 Plus last week.
Oh. Why? 'Cause-
You should have spent that money on a Nintendo Switch instead.
Well, no, I wasn't. We have Sprint has the
Son of a
iPhone
bitch.
forever thing, so we were due for upgrades. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
he broke his phone the second to last day. He dropped it. We told him to keep his case on it, and he didn't, and he broke it.
That'll
We
do it.
made him suffer through the whole summer, and then we're like, well, his birthday's coming up, so let's see. So we went, and we couldn't. It was like $225 for the deductible.
Yeah.
It's like the phone. There's only $169 left in the lease payments.
Right.
So we went to Sprint, and they didn't. At the time we got our phones, they didn't have the Apple Care built into the insurance.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to get a new or get it fixed for $30 at the Apple store because we didn't have that. So I was like, well, I guess we'll just have to upgrade them.
Why'd you get the 10, man? You could have had the face emoji things.
Nah, it's stupid. I know.
It is stupid. I have the 10, and it's.
I wanted
You
to.
don't send everyone those stupid emojis?
I have not used that not one time.
Yeah, it's not like that. But when we went to the store, I was like, if he's getting a new phone, I'm damn sure getting a new phone. So,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I was like,
That's why I have the
You
phone that I
always have
have.
to have the excuse to upgrade.
Yes.
I needed one. I barely had a good one the last time I did it. I just did it anyway.
it's
My
a
phone
get
sort
us.
of doesn't
I-
charge well.
I legitimately wasn't like I was happy with my stuff. Wrote it out until it pretty much was completely obsolete. Like as long as it wasn't broken, I could still watch YouTube videos or I could post my stuff. I'm good with it. Like I don't need the newest flashiest, but
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
if he's
Yeah, you do.
You didn't even get the flashiest because you didn't get the 10.
Right.
no,
I went to the 10. I went from 7 Plus to 10, and I miss my 7 Plus. I like that phone better.
It was a good phone. I was very happy with it. And the 8, like, there's not many differences, like you had said.
Yeah, there's not.
This one's it is faster. I think it has a better processor in it,
They're all just a little bit faster.
and it
Yeah.
seemed like a little bit
Which
better.
then become very slow.
A little bit better camera and a little bit faster. That's all it is.
And that's all. And the 10 like went a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
10
fun.
is the full screen. There's no button. But that just
Yeah, I don't
means
have a button on mine.
it just means I use the fucking button on the side 20 times more than I used to.
That's what I would, and that's
I don't.
because we were
It
watching.
does, the way the iPhone works, it just replaced the home button. I just use my side button 20 times more than I used to. So it doesn't fix any problem of pressing a button too many times. It's stupid.
That's
it's on the screen though, isn't it? Don't you have it on the screen?
No.
The button? Oh no! See the S9 that I have. I don't have a home button at all, but it's on the screen. It can feel a little vibration when I touch the screen where the home button would be, and then it does the same thing. Then the side.
I just instead of pressing a home button, you swipe up from the bottom, and
Gotcha.
that takes you to the home. But there's so many other things now that uses the side button that it didn't use before, that you're now pressing that button way more than you used to.
And that's what I thought when we watched before we went last Sunday, I guess, to get and he was watching, he was showing me all these YouTube videos, like every release announcement for every iPhone every year, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they did the 10, and that was my first thought when they're going through. It's like, and you can use this button on the side here to do. It's like, so basically you just move the home button to the side of the phone.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
That was my first thought,
Yeah.
but it didn't, like, I don't need the animal emojis. I don't know. It's cool. Like it.
No, I don't
say
give
that
a
until
shit
you
about
have
that.
it.
Huh?
So you say that till you have it.
Then you can never go back from having
You have to have your
emojis.
animal emojis.
Well, it's like they look like I like how like it was responsive, and like when they in the demo, not the demo, the reveal that they did.
But it's not worth paying how much the fucking phone is to have that type of bullshit feature.
And that's why I didn't go right to the 10, because it was
Yeah.
like almost $10 more. No, if not $10 more a month, and I'm not going to pay that just for something I'm not going to.
Mine was like $5 more a month, so I went for it. But I liked my previous phone better than the phone that I have now.
Plus, I also like the fact that I could use the same case. That was like I commend Apple for doing that, not changing the design from the 7 to the 8.
Or does that just make them lazy and make it to where they didn't really fucking change anything?
Well, they did change a little bit. I'm standing by that. Whatever the case may be, lazy or not,
What did they change?
I like that I could use the same
A
case.
little bit faster, a little bit better camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And I did. I got the white or the silver version that's white, not the black.
It's a good phone,
Oh,
regardless.
phone.
It just sucks
There it
that
is.
we are stuck in the infinite loop that we are now, paying for these fucking things. My cell phone bill is ridiculous how much it is.
Yeah.
It's so stupid how much I pay for me and my family to be able to fucking check our goddamn social media every minute of the fucking day. It's stupid.
Yeah, I have unlimited on Verizon, and it's just like a fist fucking.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible.
It's insane. It's like more than every other bill almost.
Yes. Besides my rent, it is the most expensive bill that I pay. It is.
Yeah.
Like my bill, especially this month, is fucking terrible because we got Lane a new phone, and they did not put it on the immediate bill following when we did it. So that was cool. We didn't have to pay it then, but that means now we got 2 months worth of the shit on this bill,
Jesus.
and it's really fucking high. And it's like, it just fucking, and like, I'm thinking like, oh, I got to work an extra fucking night at work to be able to cover this fucking bill. And it's like, all just so we can have this fucking cell phone. It's stupid.
That's it is. That it is.
But you can't not have it. So
you live. That's where we're at. Trapped.
For sure.
Rats.
Oh, well. That's my old.
We've
man,
allowed
fucking
ourselves to
cell
be
phone rant.
slaves to our cell phone, so it's all right.
And it's funny because like not that long ago, like not talking shit, but like people like us were considered like computer nerds because we like sat on our computers for so long and fucking talked to people that like we didn't really know for so long. And like now everybody does that like every fucking waking minute of the day.
That's what everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pioneers here.
That's exactly what it is.
We're pioneers of wasting life.
Mhm. No doubt about it.
Dick rippers have gone mobile.
I mean, sure.
But we can't listen to your shit on MySpace because
MySpace doesn't work anymore as far as that goes.
It's
Missing some gems there.
I don't think MySpace is going to be great again, especially since
since you misspelled our fucking name.
Your crusade came to a screeching halt when you couldn't even spell the fucking name of our podcast.
I love that. I was so glad that you misspelled our name
2 times.
No, once. You only put it in once. It actually assumes
it just takes it from your name. Yeah,
it does look like it's twice. So we'll say twice for continuity's sake.
Continuity.
Whatever. Feel a rank coming on. Okay, the fireballs.
I see that. I can hear the fireballs sifting through your veins.
What else are we talking about here?
I don't know. You started talking about the cell phone bill, and I got all fucking depressed about it.
He's all fired up over here.
Do a rant, man. You got to do a rant. Bend it out for 30 seconds.
It was kind of a rant, sort of.
Kind of, but it's not 36 minutes.
Call it that.
Yeah, it's no smoothie Nintendo rant. Nobody can ever live up to that.
No, that's our legacy right there.
I'm the undisputed champ of rant.
Of nonsensical rants. Yes, you are.
That's me. No, Brandon, you wanted us to watch Hollyweed.
Yeah. Me and Aaron spoke about it while you were watching Rampage before everything went to complete shit there for a minute. It was really good, man. Like, I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it because I agree with Aaron about Kevin Smith acting when it's not Silent Bob, when he's just kind of like being himself but acting kind of thing. But I thought it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode.
I thought it was good.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Last I heard, you had not watched it.
No, I watched it last night.
Okay, cool.
I like how they did because they said they picked it up and like filmed it later after he got skinny. I liked how they did that little.
Yeah. He's like, damn, you look skinny.
Little thing there.
Yeah.
But it was good. A lot of swearing, which is pretty typical.
Kevin Smith movie.
But it seemed like
and he said man about 8,000 times throughout that episode. That was a little much.
It was good. It was good.
Like I said to Aaron, I liked once the girl from Blue Mountain State, once she showed up, the porn star girl. Once the two of them, her and Kevin Smith, like started having dialogue, I thought the two of them together was really, really good. Like the other shop guy that was with Kevin Smith, like he wasn't that great, but the guy Kevin Smith and the girl, I thought they were really good.
Back and forth,
I thought they had good chemistry or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
They worked well, like they were able to play off one another.
Yeah, I liked it because I started watching it and I had the same thought that like Aaron was talking about. Like, I don't know if I can do a half hour of Kevin Smith kind of being Kevin Smith but not. But as the episode went along, like I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I think I'm going to back it, even though it sounds like a shitty platform to back something on. I still think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, how's that all break down? I didn't really read it too much because I ended up watching it on YouTube because I wanted to watch it on TV.
Well, but that's all. That's one of the things that I've read complaints about is the way that this site does their shit. It's still done through YouTube. Like they don't even have like their own little like player or streaming service.
Watch.
Still,
I went to the website and started watching it there, but I didn't see any option to cast it to my TV or whatever. So
I casted it to my TV. Me and Liz watched it last night, and I casted it.
from the website, the actual website, or from YouTube?
Well, the actual website used an embedded YouTube player, so therefore I was able to cast it.
Mine wasn't giving me the option. It wasn't showing the cast icon. So
yeah. I liked it, and so you can back it. They're asking for they are asking for over $5 million. It's like 5,300,000 or something
for a season.
For a season, for 6 episodes of a show of people working in a weed store. It's clerks in a weed store is what they're going for. So it should. I don't feel like it should not cost $5 million.
No, that sounds like a whole series right there. $5 million, because that's
so you can pledge. You pledge how much you are willing to spend per episode, and the cheapest option is $1.99 an episode. It's 6 episodes, so you're spending $12. The most expensive option is $5.99 per episode, and it looks like they're nowhere near their goal. It looks like there's no way that it's going to actually succeed.
What? But why doesn't he?
Why not just do it on fucking Kickstarter?
Or why not do it like him? Like,
or you he
has the name now that people would give him money.
But it does sound like, because this episode was filmed 3 fucking years ago. It sounds like he made it and shopped it around everywhere, and nobody gave a shit about it. So they ended up resorting to where they are now.
Well, now I wonder if it's like a content issue, topic issue, like the whole weed thing.
Well, that wouldn't make sense for Netflix. Netflix did that fucking series of people working in the weed store. It failed. They canceled it after 1 season.
Maybe that's
but they're not a whole cooking show where they make shit.
And now they have that. Yeah. I don't feel like Netflix would be afraid of the topic matter.
Not afraid of it. That it's just so.
I just don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it must be a concept they're not really.
How?
I mean, I guess it'd be too similar to the other one.
Like if say he pitched did a show like that sans the weed and what was legitimately Clerks or something very similar along those lines.
Yeah.
Do you think that would get picked up better? Like who?
No, because he just did the exact same thing with Mallrats. He tried to pitch a Mallrats reboot as a TV series, and he shopped that all around, and nobody gave a shit about that either.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong?
Kevin Smith is, he's famous.
He's got a very niche market to what he has.
That's exactly it. The people that they know that the people that are going to spend their money on Kevin Smith aren't as large, as other markets, so they're not really willing to invest.
But at the same time, he did Comic Book Man on AMC, and Comic Book Man got canceled now, but it had a really good run for what it was.
Yeah, it was on for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they almost. I remember I read that they almost made it to 100 episodes.
Wow.
The last episode they did was episode 99. So they damn near almost made it. It sucks that they didn't make it, but but it is. It's a small. Kevin Smith for sure has his own little niche audience that has gotten smaller as time has gone by. So it is what it is, but
niche or not, I think his name has gotten bigger since.
He's done a lot of. He does stuff with IMDb, and he's always at Comic-Con. He runs multiple panels at Comic-Con, but
he's writing episodes of Flash and
directing those episodes and stuff too.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like he's just dabbling.
But that's still not enough for somebody like Netflix to pick up a series like this, though. It's not. So I think I'm gonna pledge, and I'm gonna do $1.99 per episode because I liked the pilot more than I thought I was going to like it. So
I'd like more. I'd like to not just be given that, and now I want to know what happens next. Why did Brooklyn? She start a new life like now?
Right, exactly. I liked that story, and I would like to know what goes from there. I thought they did a really good job with it.
So it's awful looking.
But I got a feeling that's all we're going to see of it. The way that it looks like, the way that the goal is going, it doesn't look like they're going to come anywhere near.
Imagine it costing $5 million.
Yeah.
They must have big plans, I guess.
Like
Yeah.
even in that like the pilot, there was nothing in there that screamed like big budget. They were
No, hell no.
3 locations.
Yeah. The most expensive thing about that episode was that mansion that they were in for, which obviously wasn't a mansion, but they were in there for like 5 minutes of the story. It should be a very low budget show. It seems that way at least.
So maybe that I mean maybe that price tag. Like I would just like to know.
Yeah, I don't know the going rate for 6 episodes of anything on Netflix at this point, but
I don't know. Like I don't know if it's his call or his pricing or the company he's working with, that Rivet or whatever. But that just does seem like an all because I thought I saw too when I saw $5 million. It was like for season. That just doesn't.
Yeah, and a short season, only 6 episodes.
Like that's like it's British level. You need to go or kind of like that's how like their TV series are. They're in 6-7 episode.
Yeah, that sucks. That's not enough.
Yeah,
but it depends on the show, I guess.
Yeah,
because even still with this show in particular, like I liked the pilot, but I still feel like 6 episodes, like it might get kind of stale towards the end or halfway through or something.
Yeah.
To me, the first
obviously that's what other people think too, and that's why they're not
pledging
on with the show.
Well, I enjoyed the show one because it's Kevin Smith, so that was already a plus. And the right.
The girl, I like the girl from Blue Mountain State. I thought Blue Mountain State was a really cool show.
I've never watched. I heard that was a good show. I've never watched. I know that's on Netflix.
Yeah, check that out. That's a good show.
It's not long. There's not many episodes.
No, it's like 2 seasons, and it's like half-hour episodes, maybe 3 seasons. It's stupid. It's really fucking stupid, but I really have to pee, so I think you guys are gonna have to talk for like a minute while I go pee.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Bye, Brandon.
Taking a break.
Time.
I gotta pee too. I should go pee too.
All right.
No, because we're rolling that. We're rolling that. I'm taking it that you didn't watch.
No, I didn't.
Are you planning on it, or do you not? You don't.
Nah, I don't really have any interest in it. It's not something I care too much about. I mean,
I was curious to say it just because it was Kevin Smith, and
yeah,
I would like to see more, but at the same time, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of Kevin Smith as you guys are. I find I like some of his movies. I don't think a lot of them have aged well, but I remember liking his movies, but I haven't really kept up with anything that he's been doing. I haven't listened to any of his podcasts.
It's been a while. I haven't listened to many of them recently.
So, I mean, maybe that show would. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if I think, a show completely centered around weed is all that intriguing of a premise.
I get
that I'm not anti-pot, but it's just I feel like people that like make marijuana a way of life kind of it's a lame topic for a TV show.
I guess it's just all it's a strictly audience based. Like what if that's
they're talking to stoners in a way, I guess, but I feel like it's kind of I don't know, pandering. Whatever.
I know what you're saying, and what I was going to say to that before Brandon, I wanted to make sure he was here when I said this. To me, it reminds me of Trailer Park Boys in a way. Now I know Scott, you said you only watched a little bit of it. Brandon, have you
first season? Yeah,
I've never seen it now.
It's a similar thing. It's like the dumb humor. Now, not that they run a weed store, but Ricky, the one character, is always finding ways to grow and sell weed. So it's like it's something that's been done before, maybe in a different.
Yeah, like it's not a brand new idea or nothing. Weeds did it, and Weeds did it better than any of them.
No, I've never watched that.
That was a really good show for a while.
Yeah,
I've never watched that either.
I've heard good things. Anyway, Smitty.
That was so that's what it reminded me of. Like I'm curious to see, but now Trailer Park Boys is a little more over the top. It's not solely focused on the weed. That's like one portion of it, but like that, like the kind of like with the language and the the type of humor. It seemed that.
Yeah.
You know what the my least favorite part of the Hollyweed show was, which is surprising for me because I am still the fanboy of these guys, was Jason Mewes' character. His
Oh, really?
cameo in the show was fucking stupid. His character was just not good.
I didn't
whatsoever.
get it, but I liked it how it was kind of like the
Like, I mean, I like seeing him. I'm like, oh, cool, it's Mewes. But like, as far as like the show itself, like it did nothing
well, they didn't really
positive
go,
for the show at all.
they didn't really go back to him. So I guess it's again that's
Yeah.
the thing you'd like to see
Yeah,
how what role he played. But it was funny because he was talking about like the whole secret
the
identity.
secret identity. Yeah,
And then
yeah. So which kind of became the theme of the show. Yeah, you're right about that.
so like that's why he's like this offbeat character, but it kind of like everybody has that same idea.
Yeah, he just kind of played this like weird crackhead guy that. I mean, Mewes was the weird crackhead guy, but
The guy who does that, but who makes sense ultimately in the end, where it's like,
yeah,
like that's
what he said was like the really smart thing, the way that like Silent Bob used to say like the really smart thing when he talked. They
Yeah.
kind of reversed roles there is kind of what they did, but I didn't like his character. I thought it was executed really terribly, honestly.
too over the top. Like that.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like they're trying too hard. I think.
Yes.
I think at this stage in his career, I don't think he has to try that hard, especially if it's only going to be something that's geared towards his niche. You're Kevin Smith.
Yes.
I'm going to watch it because it's you. Don't
I agree.
go above and beyond to try and impress us.
Yep. I agree.
Okay.
Cool. I guess.
Sorry, Scott. We had to talk about Kevin Smith.
No, you're good.
It's kind of like the Switch episode, or not the Switch episode, but the Switch talk earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah. We kind of dominated that conversation. Oh well.
Dominated. Kicked its ass.
Yeah. Fatality.
I need a new Mortal Kombat game.
They had one a couple years ago. It's a good game.
It's about time for a new one, though. It was a
Alright,
really
fair
good
enough.
game.
Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
Right?
No, just
Fucking
X.
awesome.
No, I thought it was Mortal Kombat X. I'm saying the new one has to be X.
Oh, Jesus. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
I want to make sure I was on the right Roman numeral sequence.
You are. You know 11. You're right.
Yay.
All right. You got anything else?
I
think that's about it.
continue
Sounds good.
rambling on, but we're hitting a 2-hour mark.
Yeah,
So I think it's probably best we wrap it up here because we're pretty good on time.
but we've ended at 1 instead of 2 tonight because of our super early start.
But
Yes.
it's after pre poop or post poop show poop.
Okay. You got that one out smoothly. Hashtag stay smooth.
All right, so it was a good episode. And I thoroughly enjoyed my time here, and that only means that next week is episode 17. And
We'll
Looking forward to that one. Obviously, we're all looking forward to that one.
talk about Juggalo shit every week.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go Juggalo shit, maybe talk about a little bit of other shit.
We're getting deep into Juggalo lore.
We're getting deep into Hell's Pit.
Ooh.
Hell's Cellar, because that just sounds fucking stupid.
Ooh.
Whoop, whoop.
So anyway, so yes, it's going to be a wrap for this evening. Brandon, why don't you tell the fine folks at home listening where they can find you at?
At Captain Howdy 1027 on Instagram and Twitter.
What about you, Scott? Where can
At the garbage bin on Instagram and Twitter.
Now, what about you? You mentioned last week that you have a website.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with it in like 3 years, so that's thegarbagebin.com. It's just
Maybe
like
you should.
blog posts.
Maybe you should bring back the garbagebin.com.
I might when I'm feeling inspired.
You know what'll be a great way to jumpstart that? Remastering Dick Rippers.
All right.
So,
I might be doing that when doing all 3 verses by myself, but that's all right.
And
So-
4K.
In 4K. Yeah, I'm going to do a music video for it too. There's going to be a lot of dicks. I don't think it's going to go on YouTube. Anyway, Smoothie, tell us where we're finding you.
where you're
Besides
finding
Pornhub.
That's always and everything. What the hell did I just say? Where
I don't know. Adult friend finder.
You can find me at INC_smoothie at Twitter and
Farmers only.
What?
Farmersonly.com.
Nice. I missed that. I'll talk about that later. I'll have
You
to go back.
missed that? MissFarmersOnly.com.
That's where you can find you.
Farmers only.
You've never heard of it?
I'm so fucking confused.
What is wrong with you? All right. So where can we find you, Smoothie?
Anyway, INC_smoothie on the Twitters and the Instagrams. You can find me at INC Smoothie Entertainment on the YouTubes and also INCSmoothieEntertainment.com, which has been getting a lot of love past few days. And stay tuned because pretty soon I'll be announcing what the new podcast is.
Ooh. Will it have INC Smoothie in the name?
It will not. It's just
it should.
It's just an INC Smoothie Entertainment production.
All right, fair enough.
That much I have recorded. I've recorded the outro saying this is INC Smoothie Entertainment.
Jesus. All right.
Because there's no better place to start than recording the outro.
That is something simple, and I think I recorded 2 straight minutes of me saying that to get to figure out the right one in there. But it's recorded, so it needs to write.
Well, I'm awaiting to listen to your outro.
I maybe I'll share that. Maybe I'll put that on our page.
Yes, put it on our MySpace. Okay, are we ending? Oh yeah, find us on myspace.com/the you non-podcaster out of the fucking however you spelled it. Follow us at the Unknown Pod on Twitter, theunknownpod.com, howdyinc.com, at howdyinc. I'm just gonna start maybe our ad in the middle should just be all of our shit so we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Unknown Pod on Facebook.
Oh yeah, find us there.
Find a nice ad there as well.
Make sure 5,000 people see our posts.
Real quick before we head out of here. Well, maybe it's a story for another night, Brandon. But last week, Scott said you had tried to start a wiki and it didn't work for Howdy Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deleted it. They
said that it was just me trying to promote something, so I wasn't allowed to do it. Yeah.
Did you not have like references or something?
What the fuck references do I have for the?
Well, I've mentioned Howdy Inc. on my
This was a long time ago too.
Yeah.
Well,
Smoothie wants to do one, so Smoothie.
It would be a lot easier. It would be a lot easier at the end of the episode to say, check out the Howdy Inc. Wikipedia for all the information.
Or just howdyinc.com, and then all of the links are on there.
Yeah.
That's true.
But, and on YouTube where you were, everyone is definitely watching right now.
Everyone is watching. So
right.
That is then going to do it for this week. Any other final thoughts?
Titties.
Next week, Fago. Faces painted.
Fago.
I'm not doing that.
I'll wear my gathering shirt from the first gathering next week. We'll do it up.
I don't think we'll figure something. Anything. Sorry.
It's going to be a good time, though.
We'll get some Fago this week for sure.
I will get some Fago too. And you at home get some Fago as well.
Yes, everybody. Stock up.
When you're listening to this, be sure to have a nice tall glass of icy Fago.
And we're going to spray it on ourselves.
Yeah, and ruin our computers.
Whoop, whoop.
It'll be a classic Unknown podcast.
That's right. And that's how we're going to end it here with the classics as always. So until next time, good night. Stay smooth.
Hashtag stay smooth.
Oh, sorry. Hashtag smooth. Damn it.
You fucked it up.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
All right.
Squeaky chair.
I saved some of that stuff in there. Maybe you can edit that in there. Maybe as after the outro. And to our viewers at home, we're signing off too. So.